What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Audrey Marcel, and you are here for another episode of Always Talking with Audrey. Today, we are going to be discussing the most recent episode of Love and Hip Hop, where we got to see Yandy Smith speak to her adoptive daughter, Infinity. Now, if you guys are unaware, a few years ago, Yandy did adopt a teenager by the name of Infinity. She received a lot of backlash regarding her adoption, especially due to her show Love and Hip Hop, where her castmates did speculate that this was all for clout, it was all for attention, it was all for storyline. Now, Yandy did maintain the same response the whole time, and that was that she loved Infinity, that this was her daughter, and that this was nothing simply more than just she found another daughter and she wanted to adopt her to give her a better life. Now, most recently, there was a lot of rumors going around and questions going around because we did not see Infinity as much after she graduated. Now, in my opinion, I thought that could have been resulted because, of course, she's in college, she's a little grown up, you should say. So I just chalked it up to that. But on this most recent episode of Love and Hip Hop, we did get to see Yandy and Infinity sit down, and they did speak on the topic of what actually happened and transpired within the home. So, long story short, there was a relationship that Infinity was in that was compromising or that could compromise Yandy being able to parent her other children in the home. So, Yandy did give Infinity an ultimatum. She was either to leave the relationship that was impacting their family or stay in that relationship and have to leave the home. Now, and Vendi did sound very hurt. She looked very hurt and she said, "You would never give your actual children that ultimatum." And Yandy was like, basically, it is what it is. My rules is my rules. I gave you bed, shelter, food, whatever you name it. And if you break my rules or if you are not taking heed to the consequences of your actions, then you have to go. Ultimately, Infinity did storm out, and that was the end of it. Well, social media has been upset for a few days since the show aired, and they've been, clapping back at Yandy and basically asking, or not asking, but saying things about the situation. And a lot of people have been giving their 2 cents about it, saying if she was right, if she was wrong. Now, in my opinion, especially because I am black, in our household, whatever our parents say goes. This is not uncommon where we have a parent giving their child an ultimatum when their child is quote unquote smelling themselves. Have you ever guys ever heard of that saying? Like, y'all feeling yourselves a little too much. So, a lot of our parents feel like it's best to let life humble us, and we go out and we make those decisions and see where we land. So I won't say that Yandy was necessarily wrong. Yandy is a mom. She does have other children in the home. She gave Infinity X, Y, and Z as she should as her mother. Not because she was looking for clout, not because she was looking for some recognition, but once you violate the rules of the house, it is up to Yandy or whoever the parent is to step in and make that decision on if you should stay here or not, especially if she asked. You can either do this or you can either do that. Infinity chose to do the opposite, and now she has to live with the consequences. I mean, they all have to really live with the consequences because their relationship will never be the same. Infinity seems like she's really hurt about it, and Yandy, being a parent, she's stubborn on her answer, and then also them being public figures, that makes it entirely worse. They can't live their lives or make decisions without public scrutiny. So, although Yandy may be comfortable in her decision, she does have to continuously defend their relationship and her decision, if that makes sense. So, most recently, there was a comment that was posted on her page where she actually did respond back. And I'm going to go ahead and read it for you all. As you all can see, the commenter said, "Why you give that girl back?" And Yandy wrote, "Give her back? What? First of all, she's not an item. She's a person I love. She went to college. That's first, silly. Then, second, she aged out of foster care. She made the grown decision to continue to live her life as a woman making her own decisions that were outside of my rules. She is forever welcome in my family. Stop with the negative ish. Y'all know there are feelings and people attached to the situations you speak of. You do know we occasionally read comments. Stop talking to us like we're emotionless objects. That's for all that speak on her. Be kind or you will be blocked. That's my baby, even if she's grown and out from under my roof." Another person wrote under that comment and said, "That's the real question. Teens are headed. She knew what she was taking on when she welcomed her into her home and took on the role of being her mom. Personally, I think she accepted her for the time being to clout chase and stay relevant on Instagram and help pass time when Mandisi's got home. It's clear he doesn't like her." So basically, this commenter is speculating that something happened between Mandisi's and Infinity. Like he really didn't even want her there. So she was cool in the home until Mandisi's got there, and then it was time for her to go. So Yandy replied, "Wait a minute. I never have to chase clout. It chases me. Before TV, I was making millions. Then I created one of the most popular shows on VH1 that I'm sure you watch. I never needed a storyline. I am the story. My life is a movie, a calm, beautiful, amazing story of triumph, struggle, fight, and perseverance. Perseverance. Things you probably don't want to see. You'd rather see me throwing drinks and shit. Bringing a person in your life is nothing you do for TV. TV shoots are about 2 hours a day. I got 22 more hours to be her mom without cameras rolling. I have to be there to console her when y'all mean asses get on here saying stuff that will make her feel sad. I have to deal with that. No camera crew. Furthermore, I am politely asking her to sit this season out. She decided she wanted to do it anyway. So there you go. Now watch your mouth speaking on anything that has to do with my child. Be blessed. So there you guys have it. Yandy did clap back. She is maintaining that whatever we may think we know, she loves an infinity. And I personally, I think she does. I don't think anyone is going to go through that long process of adopting a teenager just to see it go AWOL. However, it is crazy that Yandy did tell Infinity to sit this season out, and Infinity decided to actually partake in the show. Like I said before, Infinity is grown, so she actually can sign her own contracts. Whereas before, when she was a minor, of course, Yandy had more say in whether she can be on the show or not. I'm curious to see how the rest of this season plays out on TV to see if they're able to mend things. I mean, Yandy's already saying she loves her regardless. That's still her child, and that people are mean to her, and et cetera, et cetera. But how do you guys feel below? Do y'all feel like Yandy was wrong or do y'all feel like Yandy was right? Did y'all grow up in that type of home? Like I said before, I personally grew up in that type of home. You either get with it or get lost. Like, you're gonna have to figure it out, boo boo. I'm not saying that I'm gonna parent my child the same way, but different strokes for different folks. Like I said earlier, sound off in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think, and I will see y'all on the next episode.